Well, hi there, everybody. Good morning to meteorologist Travis Klineski here on this busy Wednesday morning where we already have a major winter storm underway. Some of you have already seen some heavy snow in the western half of the area. Some have seen icing in the southeast. Others are still playing the waiting game right now. We have a winter storm warning that is in effect for almost all of the Local 4 viewing area. It will be in effect until midnight tonight for western and central parts of the area. Areas that are under the Omaha National Weather Service area, right in here, it goes until 6 a.m. And then the southeast, it's a winter weather advisory till 6 o'clock in the morning. So basically the reason it's not a winter storm warning, snowfall totals will be lower. And the reason why is because these areas may have a longer period of time where it's sleet or freezing rain. So we could be looking at icy conditions here to the southeast. And then snow on top of it, but the snowfall total shouldn't be as high. So winter weather advisory here, but almost everybody, outside of a couple of counties, almost everybody under a winter storm warning for today and tonight. We've already seen the snow fly. Let's adjust this to where we're at right now. There we go. There's a little bit of a mix in the southeast too. That's something to keep in mind. From about Elma to Hastings to Wahoo, southeastward, sleet and freezing rain. Icy conditions are anticipated. Meanwhile, the snow is likely going to get heavier. We may see it convective in nature, which means lightning and thunder, which means heavy snowfall, basically. We could see snowfall rates of 2 inches per hour. That is extremely heavy snow. This is going to continue through the afternoon. Now, the heaviest snow around the Tri-Cities and central Nebraska will likely fall early to mid-afternoon. Meanwhile, I will also point out areas to the southeast where there will be freezing rain or sleet this morning, and it's going to get very icy here. Eventually, we'll see that transition over to snow from northwest to southeast through the afternoon hours. So by the end of the afternoon, most of us are now seeing snow other than the extreme southeast. Winds are going to be blustery today out of the northeast and the north, up around 15 to 25 with gusts at times over 30 miles per hour. So some blowing snow and drifting of snow is going to be a problem. We're not talking about a blizzard, but it's not far off from blizzard criteria. Blizzard criteria is 35 mile an hour plus wind gusts over a 3-hour or longer period of time. We're not far from that. So it is going to be blowing snow. Some of the heaviest snow is going to fall right in here, I think. Now, as we push you into this evening, this is when the strongest winds will be, gusting up to 35 miles per hour during the evening. Now, the snow will start to lighten up through the evening. We're still talking about some slight lighter accumulation. And then after midnight, it really starts to wrap up. So by tomorrow morning, we're pretty much done other than maybe the far northeast. It starts to move on out of here. The wind's still breezy tomorrow as we dig out, hoping for at least some sunshine. More sun the farther west that you go tomorrow. A chilly day out there for your Thursday as we try to start to melt some snow, and a lot of us will be digging out of heavy snow. So again, this is on top of what we've already seen. You got to keep in mind there are some spots right in here that have already picked up 1 to 4 inches, if not even 5 or 6 inches in some places here of snow. This is on top of what we've already seen. So sharp drop off to the southeast because of the icing. These areas I would go 2 to 6 inches of snow. But then a widespread 6 to 12 inches, and there is going to be an area here, at least 18 inches of snowfall. And I'm kind of targeting Ord, Broken Bow, maybe to Thedford, Taylor, Burwell, maybe Loop City. 18 plus inches of snowfall, maybe upwards of 2 feet of snow today. This is going to be a historic type snow event, one that we do not see very often. So you're going to be digging out of a lot of snow. And then, of course, to the southeast, not as much snow because of the icing. Could be looking at a 1/4 inch of ice or more in some places, which will make things extremely slick and look for the potential for some power outages across the southeast, especially with the winds being a little bit on the gusty side. Well, the more minor part of the forecast today, that's temperatures out there. We'll see highs 20s and lower 30s. Temperature is a little more important than the southeast, but should be near to below freezing, which means it's mostly going to be ice and not liquid precipitation. So unfortunately, it's mostly going to be an icing event there. Tonight, as the storm system wraps up, we'll drop back into the upper teens and low to mid 20s. Highs tomorrow, mid to upper 20s, low to mid 30s. It's going to be a chilly day out there for Thursday. In fact, plan on it not warming up much because of all the snow on the ground. It's going to be tough to warm up in the days ahead. Our coldest night of the forecast, or one of the coldest nights, will be tomorrow night into Friday morning as we fall back into the low to mid teens. Would not be surprised to see some upper single digits. Highs on Friday, once again, mid 20s to mid 30s. Long range, today is by far the busiest day of the forecast. Beyond today, not as much going on. We'll kind of settle into highs in the upper 20s and lower 30s, lows mostly in the teens. Slight chance of light snow late Friday night to Saturday morning, and again Sunday night into Monday morning. And that Monday there's actually a cold front that's going to come through, and that may actually bring some colder temperatures for the middle and end of next week as we start to see more 20s return, especially late next week. We could see some 20s return. So a lot of below average ahead of us here in the days ahead. That snow on the ground is certainly going to have impacts on those temperatures. So be very, very careful out there for today. Again, keep in mind the snow is going to be heavy at times. Travel will be extremely difficult. As of the time that I am recording this, Interstate 80 and Highway 30 are already closed from Kearney all the way west to the Wyoming border. It's 7:17 in the morning. Expect more road closures. If you have to be out and about today, be very careful. Take extra supplies with you. I have a shovel in my vehicle. That wouldn't be a bad idea. And if you don't have to be out, stay inside, or at least stay away from traveling. I know a lot of people are going to be out clearing off driveways, sidewalks, things like that. The kids will be out playing, and it's great news for the kids. They're going to enjoy it at least, and of course they get a couple of days off of school. So with that, I have to let you all go. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all again on Thursday morning. Take care, and God bless. Bye.